Hey guys, how's it going? I'm gonna show you guys how to cook chicken how I do. I think it's the best way to do it. It's super tasty, always good, and really easy to cook. It takes about 7 minutes once you get everything going. We're gonna go ahead and go to the store now, get the chicken, and some other things that we need. Alright everyone, we're here at the store. We're gonna go ahead and find everything and get priced out. So what we're looking for is right here, Old Bay. We don't need a ton. I normally always get this one just because the cylinder is nice, easy to hold and grip. Pick whichever price works best for you. The other thing we need, I already have at home, is going to be some kind of onion powder and some kind of garlic powder. As you can see, that's $10, so you don't want to buy that. You want to find usually whatever's cheaper around this kind of price. As you can see, you can find it lower, $4 here and $2 there. So just make sure you're paying attention to the prices and brand that you're getting. You can also get like bigger products for more. See, $5 there, that's a ton versus whatever's right there for not that much. So we're here in the chicken section. This is just the regular chicken section. They have, of course, like fancier version stuff over there depending on your kind of thing. You know, you got your basic brand and then you got your higher tier where it's a little bit better. Anyway, so again, looking at the prices, you can see this one's about $7, this one's about $5. I'm not even really hungry. This is more of a demonstration, so I'm not gonna spend too much. I'm gonna try to find what's ever cheaper. I think this $5.72 is probably the cheapest. There is one for $5.35 right here. We'll go ahead and get that. Oh, and happy Halloween. Alright, so you can see that's $10 right there just for the meat and the seasoning, and that seasoning is going to last you longer than that single meat is going to do. We'll go ahead, check out here, and be back at home. No shoes in the house. Okay, let's go make some chicken. I've gone ahead and changed my shirt from a white shirt to a black shirt. I do not recommend cooking in a white shirt because it's gonna get dirty. It just will. Don't risk it. Do yourself the favor. Save some laundry. Everything we need, it's all gonna be onion powder, garlic powder, the Old Bay, and the chicken. I suppose I should preface that before we begin cooking, we need to wash our hands. Alright guys, so here I'm just going over the seasoning protocol that I like to use. I normally season the shit out of my food because I like the flavor more than I like the flavor of like undercooked chicken or under-seasoned chicken. How much you want to season it is really going to be up to your own discretion. You got to be careful about your salt content too. Because the way I season it, it does end up a little bit salty, but I don't eat a lot of salt throughout other meals and whatnot, so that's just a personal preference I have. But it's important to cover your meat. You want to make sure every inch of it, square centimeter, pick your unit of measurement, I don't care, has seasoning flakes on it. If you're just cooking bland chicken, that's gross, and why I'm making this video, because we want to get some flavor in your life, we want to get that satisfaction from cooking, and level up your satisfaction from food. I do want to take a second to talk about handling the chicken and your spices at the same time. So essentially you want to have one chicken hand and one spice hand. That spice hand is going to be the clean one where you're able to go between each spice container and not get chicken grease all over it. And then your other hand you want to just use to manipulate the spices on the chicken and make sure you're evenly spreading everything out. And maintaining that difference in your hands. So that way you have your clean hand and your dirty hand. Right here, I'm just trying to show you the difference between like seasoned chicken and then like under seasoned chicken. So here you see the flakes everywhere, and that's what we want. We want that covered. And then on this, you can see it's a little bit more covered, but we're gonna throw more on there anyway because why not? You just don't want that pink color. That pink color, you gotta get rid of it. If you got that pink color, you're gonna end up with bland white chicken, and that's not what we're about. Okay, now you want to make sure you have butter and you have your pan. And we're going to start cooking here, and that's something I did forget to mention is butter, but you can also cook with oil. Now it's important to point out, you see how this one over here is all peppered up, but this part right here is kind of dry, so we want to fix that again while it's here in the pan. And it's okay to season in the pan. There's nothing wrong with, I mean, you could put all your chicken in the pan. You could season everything in the pan if you wanted. I just don't do it because I don't like heat getting back into the chicken and whatnot. I am cooking on medium to high because I know that's a really good way. Again, this usually goes pretty quick. It's not a long process, and it's super easy. We're just gonna flip it as necessary. You see it's still cooking? Because see, most chicken that you cook without seasoning just looks like this. It's just a gross white, man, the lighting is so trash. It's just chicken colored, but we don't want that. We're gonna want it to be a lovely golden brown here after this. You know? Just flip everything over. You see, that's like, this isn't the color you want. Most of your chicken, if it's not seasoned, it's gonna look like this. And you can add more seasoning as it's cooking. It literally doesn't matter. More seasoning is better. Over seasoning your chicken is better than under seasoning it. Every time. Every time. Smells delicious. Good trick you can do is you can take whatever you're cooking with and just press into it to get the heat in, and it's fine. You don't need to worry about the aesthetics or whatever too much. I mean, you're going to be chewing on it anyway. You know, you just stab it in there, and that's to make sure you know the heat is getting inside. And what you're really looking for, the way you know it's getting close to done, is when it starts to look like this. If your chicken looks like this, not only is it going to be delicious, you're going to be very satisfied with your meal. You know your chicken is going to be done when you look inside of it and it's totally consistent. I'll show you here in just a second. And this is basically done. Like, it is done cooking. If you're seeing this kind of texture, this color, you just know it is from the time. And that's on the exterior notice. But since it's chicken, we have to be looking on the inside. And so, how we know it's done is we stab into it. You know, it's gonna ruin it here a little bit. But no pink. See, like, it's kind of hard to tell with the color, but this needs to cook just a little bit longer, and it'll be good. Again, it's about 7 minutes to cook chicken. It's really quick. You can boil water, and that's a great timer. I usually use to know my chicken's done. I know this little piece right here is done. Yeah, this is what you want your chicken to look like. This is good. You can just keep flipping it as much as you want.
And just a quick tip, make sure you put your cooked chicken on a different plate than the one that had the raw chicken on it from before. You do not want to put your cooked chicken on the plate that had the raw chicken. Do not do that.
This is the color you want. If your chicken looks like this, it is perfect. Okay, I'm gonna try to show you here. You want the inside to be completely cooked. You're looking for a complete white consistency on the inside of your chicken to know it's done. And that's it. It's that easy. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat it now to just show you how good it is. It never gets old. It's always good. And it's incredibly hot since I'm eating it quite literally off the pan, but I'm a crazy person. Don't recommend it. Actually, I do recommend it, if you can handle the heat. And now this chicken goes, and this chicken goes well with a lot of recipes, since it's just like a main ingredient kind of thing. Then you can start putting it in other things, like pasta with red sauce is always good. You can even just use it in tacos, real simple. You know, throw some salsa, get some lettuce, cheese, bean, whatever you like in your taco. Throw this kind of chicken in there, you're gonna love it. And it's good for all kind of meals, lunch, dinner, quick snacks. It's really quick. You know, that only took about 7 minutes to cook, and I have a great meal right here, and I have some leftovers for later. So I hope you enjoy.